there's something you want to say to me, you should probably say it.
Can't trust her no more.
Stay away from my son. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Crown's on vacation. You working with me now.
You and Howard have a complicated past.
The kid was working with somebody that night. I want to know who it was.
If he ain't dead, he's still talking. You about to be in a world of shit.
Now, shout out to TuneSpeak and Raising Kanan for sending me the Raising Kanan Season 2 cassette tape. I entered the sweepstakes at the very beginning of the season. They was advertising it on the Raising Kanan Instagram page, and I just entered it, you know, just for luck and see if I was going to end up winning, and I end up hitting first place. I believe it was more first place winners as well, and they sent them, you know, the same tape. But I'm definitely adding this to the collection, and I wonder if it got drugs in it, just like the same cassette tapes Famous and Kanan was rolling with in this season. But I guess I'm going to find out soon. Now, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mark Dark. I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 8. This is the final predictions. So down below, I want you guys to leave those final predictions. We've been talking about fan theories, characters. I mean, we've been breaking it down throughout this week, and now it is time for those final predictions. Now, the title of the episode is called A House Is Not a Home, and the description of the episode reads, the rift between Rock and Kanan grows, and Kanan seeks comfort elsewhere. Marvin lays low, waiting for the consequences of his actions to blow over. Rock sees dark clouds on the horizon. So those are the key points in this next upcoming episode. So you guys, you don't want to miss it. We already know episode 8. They're usually fire. You know what I'm saying? They're usually fire. So I'm expecting this episode to deliver based off this trailer. You already know things are about to get real interesting. I can't wait to see it. Now, you know how we do. We will be going over the promotional pictures that they dropped a few days ago. And then after that, we will go over the trailer one last time to give those final predictions. Now, in this promotional picture right here, we can see Famous and Kanan looking at the note Detective Howard gave him a few episodes ago. And I'm pretty sure it's proof that he is his pops. And I will not be surprised if there's more information in there as well. But in these pictures, we can see Famous reading the note as well. I mean, I'm expecting Famous to make another hit, snitching on Kanan once again, talking about, you know, what was really going on in his life. That's something that Kanan cannot risk happening, especially information like this. And I'm expecting Kanan to be pissed off. Based off these pictures, he is. You know what I'm saying? He is pissed off. And you already know your boy Famous gonna run his mouth. I hope Kanan tells him to shut the hell up. Now, based off this picture right here, we can see those blinds in the background. What happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Did, you know, some action pop off in this scene right here? Based on Kanan's facial expression, something definitely happened. He's looking shook, and I cannot wait to see what it is. Now, in this picture right here, we can see Rock having a conversation with Salvo Selly, and you already know tension is going to be very high in this episode. We know Sal's going to know that his son ended up getting killed, and he wants to know some answers. So y'all know he going to be on one in this episode. And speaking of Salvo Selly, we know your boy Marvin will be having some issues. In this picture right here, we can see Marvin having a conversation with Unique. We saw some of this in the official trailer for episode 8. Unique will be telling him if that Dominic character is still, you know, breathing. That means he's probably going to be talking, which is going to be a huge issue, right? Now, in this picture right here, we can see your boy Lulu having a conversation with DJ Mo Craze, and we know they're going to have some issues. This is the scene that Lulu's going to pull that strap out, and I got a funny feeling that Lulu is going to probably be showing out for Zisa. And look at Zisa, she's smiling, she's happy as hell. She's loving this side of Lulu, right? Lulu is moving off too much emotion. We already talked about this week, and if he continues to behave this way, it's not going to end well for him. I just hope Lulu watches himself around Zisa and Cartier Duns, because we already know they got an agenda, and I'm pretty sure Lulu's on the back end of their game plan. Now, let's talk about this exclusive picture right here. We can see Kanan and Rock, and this is the new home that she's bought, but this house is not a home. Didn't Luther Vandross already talk about this? I mean, y'all know Kanan gonna be pissed off, and I'm expecting him to have that conversation with Rock about that note, right? And I won't be surprised if Rock talks about what Kanan has been doing with Palomar. That's if it happens in this particular scene. But I'm pretty damn sure Kanan will have some questions about that note Detective Howard gave him. And a lot of you guys have been saying maybe it is the DNA test and maybe it's more information. Maybe information about DEF CON or, things Rock has been doing behind Kanan's back. But Detective Howard said these are the answers to some of the questions that you may have. So you already know it's going to be messy, y'all. Now, in this picture right here, we can see Marvin. And the rumor has it, Marvin and Kenya, they're going to have a conversation. We know Kenya is going to smack him. We saw that in the official trailer. And it just may be in this episode. Marvin just may get the taste slapped out of his mouth. Kenya ain't having it. She's pissed off. Just based off how she's looking, y'all know Marvin done probably told her about herself. He's probably done said something about Jukebox. Something definitely pissed her off. I can't wait to see it. In this picture right here, we can see Rock and Lulu. And I want to know how Rock is going to feel about Lulu coming in, taking that money. I mean, they didn't even get to count it. That's a problem. Rock is not going to like what he's doing. That is an issue. So I'm expecting that to get addressed in this episode. And look at your boy, Detective Howard. I mean, he's probably on one. He's probably thinking about all the lies Rock continues to tell and how Kanan is about to know about all of them, right? Because we know Detective Howard is going to let Kanan know the truth. But what he needs to be thinking about is thirsty-ass Detective Burke going behind his back, plotting and planning, trying to find out the truth. I'm expecting to see, what Detective Howard is going to do in this episode as far as neutralizing her. And hopefully he comes up with a game plan because from the looks of it, she is doing entirely too much and she has to be, taught a lesson in my opinion. But let's go over this trailer one last time and give those final predictions for episode 8. Now, my final predictions for Rock and Kanan, they will be getting into an argument. As we just talked about earlier, that note that Kanan got from Detective Howard is going to get read, and I'm pretty damn sure Kanan will have a conversation with Rock about it. We know Rock will tell Kanan more lies. I mean, that's what she's been doing. While she's talking about, is there anything else you want to know? Well, he wants to know the truth, and we know you ain't about to give him the truth. We know she got that new home, and she probably wants Kanan to stay there, but Kanan gonna be on one. Kanan's like, hell nah, I'm getting up out of here. Now, we talked about, or at least dropped that exclusive clip for you guys a few days back with Kanan and Jukebox, and it seems like Kanan is tired of rocking all of her lies. So it looks like he's going to be kicking it with his boy Famous, right? So we know Kanan is definitely getting tired of Rock, and he's probably going to go out there and do what he wants to do. She is pushing him away because she continues to tell these lies, and all of this stuff is just confusing him. It's confusing him, and hell, I don't blame him for thinking the way he's thinking, messing around with his moms. Now, we know Rock will be going to Paula Mar, letting her know, like, look, she ain't dealing with no R. Kelly type stuff. She is going to put the strap to her dome and let her know, don't do this no more. Now, do you guys believe this is the end for Paula Mar? I did see some of you guys mention that the only person that's raising Kanan is Paula Mar because she's throwing them cheeks at him, and now all of a sudden, Kanan is making better moves. He is telling Rock exactly how he feels. I mean, at the end of the day, we know Paula Mar is probably not going to go anywhere, and I'm pretty sure she's probably going to try something else. But Rock is warning this girl, so hopefully she listens, because if she doesn't, we know how this is going to end for Paula Mar. But is Paula Mar connected to someone else that we haven't seen yet? We're going to find out soon. Now, we talked about DJ Mo Craze. Lulu's going to be showing out for Zisa, talking about Crown on vacation. Y'all, he ain't coming back. He on a hell of a vacation, right? But your boy Lulu will have some issues with this dude. And having Zisa, behind his back is going to motivate him to be a little bit more ruthless. Lulu better watch himself, and he better watch his actions around this girl, because I believe it's just flat out dangerous. Hopefully, he doesn't, slip up entirely too much based off his emotions, and he does not mess up business opportunities for him to grow and this whole label to grow, because, like I said, we know Crown Camacho had the connections. Lulu, he has to build these connections and make sure he's doing everything, the right way when it comes to legitimate business. What do you guys think is going to happen with Lulu in this whole music thing? From the looks of it, it's going downhill, especially making that deal with Cartier Duns. I mean, I just don't see this ending well for your boy Lulu. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he can switch things up and end up with a better ending by the end of the season. Now, final prediction for Detective Burke. She's thirsty. She's trying to get information. Adina told her to leave it alone. She's not going to stop until something very bad happens to her. The thing about all of this is Detective Howard knows what she's doing now. We know his partner from last week, that heard Detective Burke, reading Detective Howard's file, that's going to be an issue. He's going to let Detective Howard know. Detective Howard, of course, will be getting some intel on Burke, and he's going to make his move. Will Howard do something? If he does, I believe he's going to keep it legal. He's going to make sure Detective Burke does not do entirely too much, but from the looks of it, she is. She's going to rock, talking about what she knows, talking about, I know you and Howard had, a history with each other. Like, are you crazy? You must not want to live. Like, that's how I see it. But Detective Burke believes she can do what she wants to do. But as I told you guys, when it comes to Rock and the things that she does, she has to deal with her consequences. And Detective Burke, you're going to have to deal with your consequences. So if you're going to come at Rock and Detective Howard, get ready for what's to come, because I do not see it ending well for her. Something is just bound to happen. I also want to see if Jukebox will let Detective Burke know she saw Howard snooping around at Nicole's pop's house. So we're going to find out. Now, also in this episode, my final predictions for this whole storyline, the Italians, Unique, Marvin, and of course, Dominic still out there breathing, most likely trying to talk. It's just not going to end well. This has the potential to cause a war. The description does state Rock sees dark clouds on the horizons, so I got a funny feeling this is not going to go as planned. Of course, Sal Boselli wants to know who was working with his son that night. We know that Tony Deep Throat's fiance is still breathing, and most likely he's going to give up some intel on what happened. We know Dominic is out there fighting for his life, and Unique already stated if he's not dead, he's still out there talking, right? So that's going to be an issue for Marvin. Some of you guys said that Marvin may try to do something, but the description does state that Marvin's going to be laying low. So he better hope and pray Dominic messes all of this up. We know Marco Boselli told him not to tell his pops, but I got a feeling his pops is going to find out the truth. So don't be surprised if you end up seeing that. And if it is the case, if he does find out about Marvin setting this all up and it all going, went sideways, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be hell to pay. Those Italians will seek havoc. They will want blood. They're going to be upset, man. And at the same time, Rock is making moves with that dude Tremont, and she's trying to set up shop in DC, Maryland and stuff like that. That can go sideways because Cartier Duns could have an issue with that. At the same time, we talked about how Rock has to make sure Joaquin is still good. She does not want to mess all of this up, but from the looks of it, and seeing how Tremont is watching Rock, making sure she is a good business partner and he can do business with her, she has to make sure they don't mess anything up as far as her business with Joaquin. And we know Juliana, she's pissed off because she does not want Rock doing business with Unique. That's why they continue to show her, and they continue to show us that she doesn't want him around, and she believes Rock can do business without him. So I'm expecting to see more of that in the future as far as Juliana's dislike with Unique still doing business with Rock. And I just feel like Rock is going to have to deal with the consequences of her actions. But this is the final predictions for episode 8, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan season 2. You don't want to miss this one, y'all. As I told y'all, we already know the history of Power when it comes to episode 8. I'm expecting this episode to deliver once again, and I can't wait to talk about it now. We'll be dropping the quick thoughts, early impressions for you guys, so get ready for that video. You guys let me know what y'all think is going to happen. Do y'all think Kenya and Jukebox is going to have that fallout? Do y'all trust Tremont? Do y'all think something's going to happen to Palomar, where Detective Burke finally learn her lesson? And, will we finally get to see your boy Breeze? Because I know y'all keep talking about it. Y'all keep talking about Breeze, man. Everybody's connected to Breeze. Every new character got some type of connection to Breeze, right? Well, I guess we're going to find out very, very soon. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.